It's E3, it's online now, people sit on very uncomfortable furniture, and I'm here to save you time by highlighting the top picks of E3 2021, Part 1, as long as you happen to share the same taste and interest as me. Let's go! Sands of Aura looks like a high-angle Soulsborne-like dungeon fighter, but with a much softer and relaxed vibe to the aesthetic. Dreamscaper, Dream Die, Wake Repeat, very relatable, looks like a high-angle Soulsborne-like puzzle fighter with an interesting temporal mechanic. Life Slide, you get to explore the world as a paper aeroplane, 10 out of 10, looks clean and chill, but I'm really hoping there's an implied narrative like Journey, but who knows. Rune Factory 5, we've got waifus, we've got husbandos, we've got this thing, it looks like it's one of those social farming game RPGs with some extra combat, I'm in. Conway Disappearance at Dahlia View, we've got Hitchcock's Rear Window, snooping into other people's lives during lockdown, we've got some kind of haunted past and guilty characters, seems like a fun investigation. Warcry Challenges, it looks like Doom if it was made by the people who do Overwatch. That's it. Batora Lost Haven, an RPG with some lovely bright colours and great character art. It says hack, slash and shoot, let's just hope it also has some substance. Tales of Iron, does anybody remember the Brian Jacques novels? Because this looks like Redwall meets the Darkest Dungeon art style, with rats versus toads, and god yes, I'm into it. Ollie Ollie World, if this game feels as smooth and chill as it looks, then it seems like a lovely way to zone out. Dying Light Part 2, open world free running zombie FPS that looks like they're putting a lot more focus on how your decisions affect the different power factions. I'm really hoping it's slightly less miserable than The Last of Us 2. Minute of Islands, it's Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind if it was made by the people who did Adventure Time. Oh, it's out now. Happy Game, what the hell is going on? Kinda looks interesting. Harold Halibut, you're a young scientist on a sea chip that's stuck in the ocean and everything was physically built before being scanned in and it looks really unique and delicious. Chernobylite, this game looks like an utterly miserable grey experience, but oh look, something weird is happening. Starmancer, a lovely looking isometric construction management game for you and your spaceship society in a procedurally generated galaxy with other factions. Elder Souls, no gameplay, so I've got no idea. Monster Hunter Stories 2, a more narrative-driven RPG set in the Monster Hunter universe that sounds like it might be perfect for me because I loved playing Rise, but my rank is still absurdly low and now I'm too ashamed to pick up my Switch anymore in case people see me online. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, it's Ace Attorney but set in the past with a guy called Herlock Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes! 10 out of 10. Grow, Songs of the Evertree. No idea what's going on, but it looks lovely. Citizen Sleeper, a text-heavy space colony engineering game with a possibly engaging story plot about accessing capitalist secrets, so 0 out of 10 for making me read. Death Trash, literally my live stream, 10 out of 10. Also loving the 8-bit look in a cyberpunkish nightmare post-apocalypse. Mecha Jammer, an even better looking 8-bit style cyberpunk adventure game with some forced focal length. Sacrifier, an even better looking pixel art RPG with some interesting visuals and hopefully an old school feel as well as some lovely artwork. Best looking game after the Rats and Toads, can't wait. Arborea, remember Anthem with the Javelin mech suits? Well now it's big insect carapaces instead. Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate, it looks like Games Workshop have finally learnt something aesthetics wise from the Astartes fan video. Solstice, kind of looks like a love letter to Kentaro Miura and feels like it has the same energy as Sword of a Berserk Guts Rage for the Dreamcast. Hello Neighbor 2, maybe. Silt, this looks exactly like the kind of game I'd love to stream late at night before going to bed. Hopefully there's no dialogue and it's all implied narrative with lots of puzzles because it looks great. Far, Changing Tides. This reminds me of Limbo, but maybe it's less weird, very desaturated, and another game to go in that late night puzzle slot. So let's go! Ixion looks like a space sci-fi game, but set in the not too distant future of humanity. They blew up the moon! War Tales, turn-based old school mechanics RPG, but it does look very lovely. Yeah, let's go. Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. Angry vampire mummy action. I've never listened to any of My Chemical Romance, but this is the kind of stuff I feel like their audience would enjoy. Nakara Blade Point, fantasy-style Chinese wuxia pian battle royale tournament fighter. Yes, okay, let's keep an eye on it. Final Fantasy Origins Stranger of Paradise. That kind of looks like they had a load of leftover assets from their work in the Final Fantasy VII Remake engine, but spruced it up to look like FF3 with each character design slapped on random. But you can play the demo right now if you've got a PS5, so you guys tell me. Nier Reincarnation. Sure. Redfall. Every single thing about the design and art direction of this trailer is absolutely perfect. Each character looks unique and is easily distinguishable. The vampires are colourful and clearly have different tiers of vampiness and everyone looks so badass. I absolutely applaud the art director on this one, but there's no gameplay footage, so 0 out of 10. A Euden Chronicle. I'm very interested, but I don't know how to say the word properly, so also 0 out of 10. Atomic Heart. I'm actually surprised that this game looks like it's in a playable state while still managing to retain all of the absolute batshit weirdness that showed up in the teaser trailer years ago. It's still got the synthetic Hitlers. Replaced. Yet another 8-bit cyberpunk game that manages to look even better than all of the others. I just really hope that some of them have some kind of detective investigation or puzzle solving elements and that it's not just purely a side-scrolling combat. Slime Rancher 2. Hell yes. Far Cry 6. Looks great. A Plague Tale Requiem. I think I've just fallen in love with a still image of a CGI lady. She's beautiful and I really need to get out of the house more. Diablo 2 Resurrected. Yo, they revamped it. Seems like a great time to give it a go. Somerville, another of those desaturated puzzle platformers I've grown to love, but with weird alien stuff going on. Yes, I'm into it. Party Animals. I don't have any friends, but maybe I can make some in time for this. Elder Scrolls Online. Looks incredible. I've always meant to try it, so yeah. Sea of Thieves, the Pirates of the Caribbean video game, now also has the Pirates of the Caribbean. Good for them. Back for Blood. It's basically a brand new Left 4 Dead game by the same people and it sounds like a whole load of fun. 10 out of 10. Webbed. Jumping spiders are the only ones I genuinely like. The rest I just tolerate. Maybe. Nakara Blade Point. I can't even tell if we've covered this one already. They're all starting to blur together. Sniper Elite VR. Okay, that looks like it might actually work and be fun. After the Fall VR. It's a zombie co-op and it sounds great, but honestly the Valve Index does make me really car sick. So maybe? Inscription. A big puzzle game with some grim escape room aesthetics. I'm interested. Death's Door. The aesthetics for Big Frog and the Teacup Lady have me keeping an eye on this game for those reasons alone. Trek to Yomi. I legit watched this trailer about 15 minutes before my live stream chat told me there's an Akira Kurosawa style black and white mode that you can use for Ghost of Tsushima, which made my day and blew my mind, and then I saw this and it blew my mind even more. I can't wait to try it. Shadow Warrior. It looks like a colourful Asian-themed Doom Eternal that runs almost exactly like Doom Eternal. And seeing as I absolutely love a bit of mindless carnage when it's done right, I'm in. Mirage for Honor. Sure, let's give it a try. Moonglow Bay. Looks chill and curious. I both love the artwork and colour palette that's going on here, but I'm not really into the nanoblocks look of the characters in the game. Perhaps it'll grow on me. Unpacking. This game is either going to be as dull as it sounds or turn out to be an absolute therapeutic sleeper hit. Please Be Happy. Lesbian relationship dating sim with an anime cat girl. 10 out of 10. And guys, I know what you're thinking. Hey, he didn't talk about that game that I'm really pumped for. Well, don't worry, I talk about that specific game that you like in part 2.